Hey guys, thank you for joining me on this one. This one's very dear to my heart because it is my childhood friend's little sister, like a real friend. I mean, spent the night at each other's houses, on the phones, school, sharing clothes, all of that stuff. So this one's pretty personal. So I'm going to try to handle it with the best care that I can. Okay. Felicia Sugar Plum Williams was a beautiful and vibrant 9-year-old little girl from Tampa, Florida. She loved her family, her sisters, her nieces and nephews. She loved going to church, and she also loved hanging out with her friends. One of her friends happened to be a 19-year-old woman by the name of Ebony Wiley. On May 16, 2014, Ebony Wiley came over to visit Sugar Plum, which she'd done, several times before, and she was going to go ahead and take her with her. Sugar Plum called her mother and got permission, and she was granted such to go ahead because, like I said, Ebony had taken the child off before with no incidents. But this time, Ebony wasn't by herself. She was with a gentleman that she'd met only 3 days prior by the name of Granville Ritchie, who at that time was still lying to her and telling her that his name was Trevor. So she and Felicia, Sugar Plum, they get into the vehicle with Trevor, which is Trevor's vehicle that he's driving, and they get something to eat, and they end up back at an apartment that turns out to be Trevor's mother's apartment. When they get back to the apartment, Granville and Ebony engage in adult things, and after those adult things, Granville decides that he wants Ebony to go and get him some marijuana. So Ebony says, okay, no problem. Come on, Felicia, let's go to get whatever. He says, no, you shouldn't take her because, you don't have your license, and, she's a little girl and you're about to go buy marijuana. You shouldn't take her. And she's like, well, you know what, you're right. So she asks Sugar Plum, do you feel comfortable staying? And she says, yes, of course, she's a kid. And at this time, nothing has alarmed her to make her feel like she shouldn't stay there. She's a child. Ebony says, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go get it. Never mind the fact that you just met this man 3 days ago. This child just met this man less than an hour or so ago. She's 9 years old. She doesn't know him, and he don't even know her. You don't know him. But, nevertheless, Ebony goes off to get the marijuana. When she comes back, she says that the gate code isn't working, the one that she thought was the right one, so she begins to call Granville so that he can give her the right one. He starts giving her one, but hey, it's not working either. And by the way, the little girl that you left here, she's not here anymore. I gave her some money so she can go off to CVS and go buy her some candy. So you should probably go get her. So Ebony goes to the CVS looking for Felicia. She's not there. She goes back to the apartment and tries to get in again. He's still giving her the wrong gate code. But someone eventually lets her in, and she gets in. When she finds Granville, he has his shirt off, disheveled, and he's panicking as well. And she assumes that he must be upset and panicking and, just going through these things because the little girl has run off. We don't know where she is, so let me calm him down. Now let me go and search the whole neighborhood and make his ass come search with me. But let me calm him down, and we're going to go back in the apartment. So they go back into the apartment. And Ebony decides that she wants to have prayer because she feels the spirit and she's scared and she wants to pray because it might help her out. So she goes into the closet. Granville tells her to go in the closet. She goes into the closet and she prays, she says, for about 10-15 minutes. After prayer, the spirit hit her. Spirit hit her so much, told her she wanted to take a shot and that she wanted to get a shot of penis too. So after prayer, Ebony decides that she's going to take a shot with Granville and then get her nasty behind on the floor in his mother's living room and have sex with him while Felicia is still missing. She has not contacted the family nor the police at this point. The child is still missing and she's naked on the floor. Okay. After that, He takes her back home or wherever he's going to drop her off at and tells her this story that she needs to tell everyone, which is that she was at the house with Felicia and she took a shower and Felicia must have left out of the apartment. The only other person that was there was his mother, which, another lady, but no man was there. He wasn't there. That's the story she tells. She tells Felicia's family this. She tells law enforcement this. This lie. This whole elaborate lie. Okay? She changes her story 2 more times. A total of 3 times she gave 3 different stories before she finally tells the truth that there was a man that was there and, this is what really happened that day. What happened is when Ebony decided to go get the marijuana for Granville, he pulled a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde on Felicia, on this sweet little 9-year-old innocent child, this sweet little girl. He decides to sexually assault her and strangle her and kill her and put her body inside of a suitcase. A suitcase that he later takes in that same car and transports it across this bridge. Is called the Courtney Campbell Causeway Bridge, and he puts her in the water, in the bay, and she's found the next day. From her being missing, the very next day she's found nude, floating in the water on the rocks. All of that. I want to go ahead and just get to it because y'all know I don't like to stall. I'm not good with the whole setup stuff sometimes. I just go because that's how I feel right now. And I'm going to address this first before I go ahead and say what I want to say. I've been watching the videos and stuff like that, and I'm not biased just because it's my friend's mother that you guys are talking about. I'm being real with you all. Now, a lot of you guys are blaming the mother for this. And you know what? As a parent, we all must take some sort of accountability, all right? But I'm more than positive, okay? Because I've seen this woman and encountered her, and I can see it on her. I know that lady has battled with herself about her decision saying yes, that her daughter could leave with Ebony Wiley that day. I know that. I know that she has replayed what could have or what would have happened had she said no 1,000 times, probably more than that in her head. I'm sure she's probably got it yelled at her in anger by a family member or something. Who knows? So I'm not going to sit here and try to beat her down, mother to mother, about that yes. Because she said yes before to that same person, and that person had brought her child back. So she had no reason to think that her child was not going to come back. Had she known what she know now, I am sure she would have said, hell no. You understand what I'm saying? Her mistake was saying yes and giving permission for her child to go. After that, that is where it stops. That's where her responsibility on that part for me, it stops. Because once she said yes, that took it for yes. That means whoever the next person that's supposed to have this child is, it's on them now. So when she said yes, it was Ebony Wiley's responsibility to make sure that Felicia Williams came back home safely. We're not going to sit there and put all the blame on the mama. The mama didn't leave her child around that fucking monster. She left her with someone she left her with before that was trusted to keep her safe. This is Ebony's fault, and this is Granville's fault. It is Ebony's fault for being digmatized, for being desperate, for being low self-esteem, for having low self-esteem, for having it so fucking bad that this nigga looked at your ass walking down the goddamn street and picked that shit up on you. All he had to do was pull up in that ugly ass car and take you some damn where and make you feel like, oh shit, it's the nigga with a car and he done took me to a little place, he got a little house and shit and giving me a little something to drink and shit, and you just lost your goddamn mind. What the fuck was you thinking leaving that goddamn baby there? You didn't know that motherfucker and he didn't know you. And what grown ass man you know want to babysit a fucking kid? Let alone a kid that ain't his? That should have been a red flag. But no, you was so caught up in this nigga. He finna let you drive the car. It ain't even his goddamn car. His damn girlfriend car, by the way, dummy. You was just caught up. You played yourself. And you playing your little egghead ass self ended up with this baby being brutalized and murdered. There was no reason for you to go pick her up that day. You knew that you wanted to go take your ass over there and hope and get high and shit. And it's okay. It's all right. Everybody like a good time. I'm cool with that. But bitch, you don't take nobody else's kid or anybody's kid, your own for that matter if you have one, but you don't go pick up nobody else's kid and take somebody else's kid with you when you finna do that shit. What you need a kid with you for? What could you possibly need to go pick her up for knowing you want to go fuck and smoke and get high and drink and shit? Because that now makes me feel like that other part of me that feels like your bitch ass knew what was going to happen. That side of me starts to wake up, you see. Because I feel like there was no reason for you to go get that baby. So he might have said or must have said, where your little friend or something. Because, you know, when he saw her the first time walking down the street and he hollered at her, she actually had Sugar Plum's older sister with her, who was still very young around that time, like around 11, I believe. She had her with her. I feel like he saw that baby, Sugar Plum's sister, and that's what he wanted, but he knew he had to talk to Ebony, old dumbass, and he probably thought that Ebony was going to bring that little girl with him, probably said, where's your little friend? And then he took her ass over there to get her, but Ebony took Sugar Plum instead of her sister. Ebony, I feel like your monkey ass knew what was going to happen, bitch. I don't want to hear nothing about it. You knew what was going to fucking happen because common sense would have told you what the fuck I need to go get my little friend for. We finna go fucking get high. The fuck? You knew what was going to happen. He probably said you know, wanted to just do something, you know, whatever wasn't going to hurt her or some dumbass shit and your stupid ass bought it. You knew what was going to happen. And for that, bitch, I feel like your ass needs the same motherfucking penalty that he got. Granville has been sentenced to death. He was found guilty and sentenced to death last Friday, which I am very happy about. And I feel like I don't care what deal little Miss Ebony may have cut with the DA or whomever, she needs to get the same exact treatment and the same exact sentence. And I'm going to tell you why. If it were my child, my only begotten son, my only fucking child, and I trust you, bitch, to take my child and bring him the fuck back, and you let somebody do that to my fucking baby, I'm gonna want you and every fucking body involved dead. I'm gonna want you murdered in the most brutal of ways. So if I feel that way about my child, I can't help but have the same energy for everybody else's child, because my child ain't better than nobody else's child. Everybody's child is important to them, just like mine is important to me. And if I feel like that would be the only way I would feel some sort of in the situation, I have to have that same energy for everybody's child. So you deserve death as well, because bottom line is, had you not left her there, or had you not picked her up in the first fucking place with your nasty, stupid ass, this wouldn't have happened, bruh. It wouldn't have happened. You're responsible too, Ebony. I said it. Don't like it, I don't care. Granville. I truly hope that they make this shit very swift. I really do. Because I don't want to sit and pay not one dime for you to sit on death row. Because my money is too good. My tax dollars are too good to be wasted upon the likes of you. You are the disgusting scum of the earth. You, sir, had about 4 women in rotation. Your girlfriend, Ebony, the bitch in Mississippi, and somebody else, I believe. There was no reason for you to have to do that to that baby. She didn't know you. She didn't do nothing to you. And I know that wasn't your first time, you nasty bitch. But that probably was the first time somebody fought your ass back. Yeah, because Sugar Plum, she was a sweetheart. But she wasn't no wuss. She defended herself. Because that's what we teach our children to do down here. And what I believe happened is you thought you was going to get you an easy one, and she fought. And like the cowards you are, you did exactly what cowards do. You try to avoid jail by trying to silence somebody, and your ass still gonna be in jail. Now you're gonna get death. And I hope it's quick. I don't want them to let your ass sit there on no death row for no years and years. No, 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 no. Matter of fact, we can make this real easy. They should just let your ass out of the courthouse and let Sugar Plum's family just be out there and wait on you and let them just handle it in the streets. I mean, I think it would be fair. Did you care to handle things any kind of way? No, so fuck you. I don't care what happens to you. I hope while you're in jail, before they sentence your ass, before they electrocute you or inject your stupid ass or whatever they choose to do, I hope that your life in prison is nothing but hell. I hope they bend your ass over. I hope they bend your ass over so much that your stomach gets full, like a pot, from all the... That's not funny, but from all the bending over and filling you up that they do to you. And no, I don't endorse rape. I don't endorse any of that shit. But it seems like Mr. Granville feels like raping people and shit like that is okay. So fuck him. Fuck him. Let them dudes in jail have their way with him. Because that was some nasty, evil, devil shit that you did not have to do, and you did it. And you have robbed people. You robbed a little girl of her future, of her life, of having children, getting married, graduating. You robbed her mother of ever seeing that. You robbed her sisters, her family members. You took away something that can never, ever be replaced. And for that, you don't deserve to live and breathe the same air that we do. I'm sorry. You don't. Your mother should have swallowed you. I know it's a little off, guys, but it really angers me because that just shouldn't have happened, man. It should not have happened. It should not have happened. It just shouldn't have happened, man. So there's the closing of that. He's sentenced to death. That's good. But forget about him and egghead ass Ebony. I want y'all to remember Felicia Sugar Plum Williams for being the sweet little girl she was, the loving little girl she was, the vibrant and happy and just full of life little girl she was, the spirit that she carried. Remember her in that. Remember all the things that she could have been, and remember her story as a cautionary tale as well. But most of all, remember her in love. Thank you so much. Bye.